Okay. Works. Hello. Can you hear me now? Look, it's a video game. Alrighty. It's some video games. Sweet. Let me know how the mix is. But so science. Hi. So I want to do science. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And this is a good excuse to just do it. I have time right now. And now with some people around, you guys can also help me with this. Because this is going to be a bit more difficult of a project. Because we're measuring thrust today. And by measuring thrust, my plan is to focus on first the kind of acceleration aspect of it. Just like pure acceleration. Because for those of you that play, you know that thrust has a couple of functions. Thrust is acceleration. Thrust is boost power and heat generation, right? Higher thrust, more heat. So we need to figure out how to measure all those things in the best way possible. The hardest one I'm thinking of is that heat is going to be difficult to measure. So I don't want to focus on heat today. I want to focus on like acceleration. And some of the easiest ways to do it is with Kane's flats. That's one way to do it. Just anywhere that has just a long, uninterrupted straightaway is really the kind of key. Hello, Ironus. And yes, Mr. Burren Man, I am doing quite well. We're doing good. So if you're here watching, obviously suggestions for where would be good to do this. Honestly, one of the things I'm thinking of is you can go to Blue Laguna and we can go over to the like straightaway and we can go backwards through it, because going backwards through it you won't activate any of the boost pads, and that way we'll have a long uninterrupted stretch. Kane's flats was a thought of mine. The problem is Kane's has the like dips, and I want to go for a decent period. Because here is what we're going to try and do. I'm using the replay buffer on OBS, and I want to get kind of clips of this, and we're going to like measure speed, right? Starting from rest, we're going to just go down the entire portion, measure how much we accelerated. We do also need to test is, does top speed have any sort of effect on the acceleration? Like, that's also something we needed to see. I don't know if we'll be able to get the full kind of grasp of thrust today, but we can definitely do a lot of work. So let's go with my initial idea here. And the thought is we need to use something that we can get 0 thrust. So, I think Cohen has the lowest amount of thrust, if I remember right. So Cohen's going to be my test baby, I think. Because really, if we're going straight, the only things that should affect it. Yeah, this will work great. Okay. So we can do a lot with this, right? We can maintain some top speed. Particularly, we want some of these power-ups that only give us top speed if we can do that. So that'll be a good way to test. Let's do this first. So we're gonna do base Cohen. I want to see if I can dump any thrust possible without. Can I dump thrust without adding top speed? I don't think I can. Right? Oh no, here we go. Yeah, Buron SSB. Signature Buron dumps 5 thrust. So is that 0 thrust? Is that what I'm saying? And this also dumps top speed. I want to just go 0 thrust first. So this is probably the minimum amount of thrust we can get without changing our top speed. Right? It's just this. So let's go. Okay, let's go over to where my ID is, and let's measure. I first need to see how long it's going to take me to go down this straightaway. So thanks to our good buddy Striker, we have Canovia, and Canovia is going to allow us to go frame by frame to really measure and get some like data points. Because one of the other things we can start seeing is like, is there like a, because acceleration I'm expecting is going to have a curve, right? It's not going to be just flat the entire time. And we'll see. So let's, I'm having some frame rate issues on this track. Oh no. How about this? Let me turn off the replay buffer. See if that helps. That's okay. Yes, that does help some. Good. We're just gonna casually go over to this super long straightaway with that should have like no effects on anything. Look at my incredible speed right now, guys. So fast. So very fast. That's a lot. Gosh, I can't even make it. Okay, we can just do that. Alright. Almost there. Yeah, Cohen and Cole have the lowest thrust. Right. So here's the thought. Wrong side. I want to go to the other side. Okay. This side is just like nearly perfectly straight, and it's longer. So this, like this portion you see here, right? Like look how long this is. This is very much almost perfectly straight. And I should be able to just maintain for the entire time, right? And we go right here. Alright. Okay. Here is the science. A little bit of gravity affecting me. You see this? If I just let go. Oh, no, that's me going backwards. Get myself to 0. Okay. Looks like I can't get perfectly 0. Yeah, I'm like letting go. Oh, gravity, because we're sideways. That's okay. Yeah, look at this. I strafe. Boop. Gravity, man, gravity. Okay, well, we'll get some base tests, and we might actually need to do canes instead. Well, let's just see how slow we go with accelerating. So I'm just gonna go. And now the gravity doesn't seem to affect me. Just using strafe to stay straight. We've accelerated to 9:15. It's kind of interesting though, isn't it? Like, take a look. As soon as I start going, this like little bit of gravity does not affect me. I don't know if you noticed that. So okay, let me get a real picture here. Okay, let me set this up. Replay buffer settings. Oh. Okay, it's already on. Okay, let me start it. Okay, replay buffer is started. So I have it set for 20 seconds. I have to like stop streaming to reset it if I wanted to do that. Okay. Alright, let's just get a picture because we can still do some basic science. So, ready? 3, 2, 1. Just going until I get max. My speed doesn't go up anymore. Right there. Okay. That's about it. Okay. So I've cut it off. Okay. Alright. So let me see if this base idea is going to work. Because this is going to be our baseline, like our control, right? So videos. Let me see if I got that. I did. I got it. And I need to just do measurement. So what I want to do is like measure certain interval, like get a few data points, because that way we can see where exactly we're getting stuff. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I do have even my voice, so I can do that. Great. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Just go in until I get. There we go. Alright, I'm going to open it in Canovia. I'll open video. And then let's do this. Open. Okay, let me see if I can do. So if I hide the game, all right. So now you should see this is Canovia. So Chris, why not go with play as much aside? I'm just trying to get a baseline right now. I think I'm going to just switch over to Canes, honestly, Tyrek. Like, because this is going to be a bit more painful. And let's do this. Let me open up Excel. Actually, let's do this. Let me open up a Google Sheets. Google, because we can save this for later and I can start sharing it. To acceleration data. So first one is colon 0 thrust. Then we have speed. Time, and then acceleration. So first time is going to be our 0 point, and okay, let me get. When do we start? So, going back frames here. Right, you see we can go just like frame by frame and really get this. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah. Speed, let's slow you way down. That's movement right there. Okay. Okay, so time here. We're gonna just start at this point. It may not be exactly 0. Hold on, we can get right about here, right? We'll just start from this spot, right? Because if I hit start, I start going. You can see the animations going. So let's start here. Okay, so time here. I'm just going to use the seconds. 12.76. So 12.766. My speed at this moment is 7. Okay, and we're gonna just go and we'll stop at some point and get another data point. Because we're going, you can see how slow it's going, right? Like, you see us moving, so we'll stop here. And we got to 116. This is at 13.766. So about a second later. So our acceleration is the difference in speed over difference in time. So it's going to be that minus that, that by that, that. Okay. So in the first second, we went. Our acceleration was 109 kilometers per hour, and over 1 second. Right, that was in 1 second. We increased that much. So if we want to go, we need to convert, right? Because this is me comparing seconds to hours. I need to I need to change that, right? Because this is per second. We need to multiply by 60. Actually, I need to hold on. Let me just do this. I can convert my time to hours, right? So multiply this by 600. 3600. Okay. Oh no, divide by 3600. I'm stupid. Divide. Okay, we're going by hours. There we go. That's a very fast acceleration. Okay. I think that will work, right? Okay. Let's keep going for a bit. Let's get another point later. Let's speed it up a bit. Go a couple seconds later. Okay, how about here? 90. Should equal to 15.728. I'm doing math. Yeah, like, right? Ironos, this is such a good little resource to do some of this stuff. I'm such a person that I need to like write stuff down. So let me make sure I'm doing my units correctly here, because I have kilometers per hour, but this is then per second. That's the problem, because I'm in seconds. Because this is seconds. Yeah, I need to go seconds to hours. So, yeah, I divide. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this will be kilometers per hour squared if I do this. Okay, actually, this is a good question for me to ask you guys. What do you think would be a better unit of measurement for this? Right, because right now, the easiest one to do would be kilometers per hour per second. Or should we do like kilometers per hour squared? I'm thinking kilometers per hour per second. Right? Like, I'm not crazy on that one. Like kilometers per hour per second for acceleration. I'm gonna put in, yeah, kilometers per hour per second. That was my sub. Well, okay, so we're in kilometers. Remember, so speed is kilometers per hour, so kph. But this is going to be acceleration. So yeah, this would, I think, honestly, probably based on even that you're just saying, I think kilometers per hour per second will make the most sense in terms of would it be time to on a way to go? I mean, eventually we can be, but it's that the thing is, the problem is going to be that like I'm wanting to measure. The first thing I want to test is actually, does top speed affect acceleration in any significant manner? Because that's going to change everything else, right? Like, if having a higher top speed affects acceleration in some way, then I need to account for that, and because there's now this like relationship happening. Eventually we could do it as like reaching certain speed thresholds, but I think right now, doing this would probably be the best one, if you catch my drift. Okay, so going to 15,728 is that. Okay, let's get some more. So we're gonna go for another couple seconds. Okay, well here, let's just do this. Now we're at 696. And then this is 17.097. Acceleration has gone down over this interval. Okay, I want to add an extra data point. Let me go back. So 15.7. Let me go in between here. Okay, right here. Let's add another data point. So we're at 600. 1.37 and 16.374. Okay. Nope, don't do that. So above. Yeah, my acceleration is decreasing now. Okay, I'm going to need to do a bit more data points because we're seeing some trend here. Because we've hit like a maximum. So past 1709, let's do another quick one. 724. I'll show you guys this in a second once I put all the data in. 366. Okay. We're going to keep going until we get really close to the maximum. I'm just going to do some more quick data points. 784. 18.060. Okay. Let's keep going. 28. 0.28. Yeah, acceleration is heavily decreasing now as we get close to our maximum. The max speed right now is 914, 916 at this level of top speed that we have with Cohen. 3, 762. Okay. And we're almost there. Like, we're really slowing down now, right? Look at this. Now we're at 904. 22.397. Ooh, very slow now. I'm just going to push it just a bit more. 910. It's 914. Okay. We achieved that here. It's 4. It's abysmally low. 2. Wow. Okay. Okay. This moment we put 0. Let me do this. And we're going to make a chart. There we go. Actually, this is perfect. Okay. Let me show you guys this data. Okay. Alright. Let me zoom in. Okay. So, look at this data here. Yeah, because cars usually go to seconds until 200 kph route. That is true, but I want to, like, here's also the thing, right? Look at this is the mapping of this data. Like, look at it. Very interesting how it works. Like, it's right so I say times 0 here, and then it spikes and goes down. Let me do this, actually. If I do everything minus 12.766, we can kind of get this a little better. And again, one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I want to first see the change in speed, like if there's an effect by just adding a top speed, which I suspect there's going to be. And that's going to be an issue. So, okay, here is our curve, right? This is the first curve we have. So starting at time 0 and assuming I have 0 acceleration at the start. We can see after, and around 3.5 seconds, we hit approximately where our maximum acceleration is, which is very early in our movement, right? And then from there, it's just a very gradual decline. So this is assuming, again, this is 0 thrust, and Cohen's got 5 top speed. So let me put that in here. This is 5 top speed, right? This is not 0 top speed. Or like 5%. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Let's go back to the game, right? Let's go back. So, back to the game. Because now, just restart from garage. Oh, I hit start. Oops. Garage. Okay. So we want to just add top speed. Let's do a significant bit, so like 10% here. And I want to go back and I just want to map again. And what I want to do is I want to see if there's a difference, right? Just from adding some top speed. That's all I want to see. So that's what we're going to do next. Excel's the final boss? Bro, come on, Excel's easy. You just hit the button. But yeah. So while we get back, how are we doing? What do you think? What do you think of our initial findings? What What do you think of our initial findings about how the acceleration works? Because I'm finding it, like, kind of interesting, honestly. Like, there is that, like, knowledge that, like, obviously when we start off, our acceleration's much higher. Right, the first few seconds. Alright, let me go get in position. Right, and that's... Yeah, you don't want to develop the game where the top speed's just a main thing. This is why, you know, I think Dutchman told me before, is like, you know, they purposely designed a top speed curve like we found it, right? Okay, let me get down as low as I can. I need to get off the wall, too. So I think I need to just go like this. Yeah, this might be the best option. Okay. Oh, I actually hit 0. Did you see it? It was magic. Alright. We're going to go from here. We're just going to use this as our initial spot. And we're going based off the animation, right? So, like, if you see when I'm going to hit the button here, there's going to be a bit of an animation. So, 3, 2... And I think that felt like we accelerated faster. Didn't it? And it makes sense because we have a higher top speed. So let me make sure that video is good. Ooh, I actually I hit the button too late. So let me redo that. Let's redo that, team. Apparently somewhere in there I hit hyper. Nice. I think so. This is my theory. Let's put a hypothesis on this. Seems like top speed has some built-in acceleration. I don't think it's that top speed has a built-in acceleration. I think acceleration works as a percentage of top speed. That's my theory. So let's back up a bit more. A little more. Okay. All right. Time I did earlier. Two, one. That's better. Okay. All right, team. Let's go back to Canovia. So we're gonna hide the game. Canovia. Open. This one. So here is the new one, right? So this is our data. So we're gonna just copy it. Cohen, 0, Rust. This is 15 top speed. So I added plus 10. Let me just say it's like plus 10%. and this is base. Okay, and we're doing speed, time, and acceleration. Those. Okay. Let me find the starting spot again. So say we're looking for the animation. As soon as the animation starts. There it is. Okay. Because the animation starting is me hitting the accelerator, right? There it is. Right about here. We'll start here. So at 4, and this is 6.685. Okay, and then let's go a little bit. 78, and this is 7.585. And 172. 8.251. And then all the data points here. $349 at 9.152. $29 at 10.7. Okay, go a little bit more. 7. Seven. All right, say 93, 14.186. Now we're seeing that slow down again. 915, 15.220. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do more data points here because I think of learning. 5. 15.86. And I got to keep going until we get to like that 940. So this is like 944. 66. Graph's in the way now. A little bit more. Almost there. Oh, but we're like crawling on acceleration now. 17.586. $940, 18.520. Okay, I think this will be. Let's use this as the last data point. Okay, and let's map. So this is 0, and this is going to be equal this minus that. This minus this. Okay. Check. Okay. Alrighty, so we got that. And then let me match this up. Equal minus 685. You do that, and then I'll show you the data here in a second. So, actually, here I can just show you what I'm doing. Here, here's where we're at. Doing this, that, this, that, this, that. That. Because what we're getting really is the like average acceleration over short periods of time, right? That is what we're getting. Now, if we wanted to be more accurate, maybe we could get like a regression, or just more data points. That. So that's insert a chart. Okay. Look at that. As I expected, right? These are very similar in shape. These are very similar in shape. But the key notice I think we need to do is we need to like overlay these. So can we like combine these easily? Hold on. Chart. See if we can put these together. Ah! Don't do that. How do we combine these again? How do we combine these? Ah! Remote. Remote? Is there a link? Nope. Not that one. Okay, hold on. Google Sheets, combine charts. Let's see. Chart style. Even so, let's do this. I mean, match. Okay. So, all right. Let's just talk about it. We can kind of look at each one, and I think what we're kind of seeing, like if we look a bit later in these charts, my acceleration is higher overall when I had more top speed. Right? Like, look at that. It is definitely the case. I still want to put these like together. And I really want to put these together. I need to figure out how to do it. Let me see here. But I think the data speaks for itself, right? Like, all right, I'll see Ironus. Like, again, I think the data is speaking for itself here, right? Adding top speed added acceleration. So, okay, here's the thing I'm now even more interested in. Let's now go back to the lower top speed, and let's add thrust, and then do one more. So another comparison about how they kind of interact. This is going to be very interesting. So let's go back to the game again. Game. This is the kind of science we need to do, guys, and it's just painfully slow. Okay, so we're going to go back to minimum speed. And now we're going to add thrust. So that means I think I just need to remove this, right? Yes. Okay. So if we go back and we're going to add 5. Well, add 5% thrust. Actually, maybe I can just do it with an intercooler. Durability. 15. 10. Perfect. Keep. So this should be significant enough to kind of get the idea. Let's do this. So I'm adding 10% thrust. We're going to do the same test. So let's look. Basic conclusion, right, is that having top speed does increase your thrust because it's like a percent of your top speed. That's what it definitely seems like. So what we now need to see is how does that change versus our base if we just increase thrust now. Right, so this is back to the original Cohen setup, but we've added 10% thrust. And we're gonna see if that changes, how much that really changes. A lot of this stuff. Okay. Back in position. Alright, back in position. Alrighty. Oh, too much. Okay, we're gonna do similar to what we just did. Ready? So, move out. 3. I don't like that. I'm trying to get a good feel here. We're gonna have to just go. Ready? Remember, my top speed should still be at 914. definitely hit it sooner. And then hit a wall. But, okay. I got enough. I got enough there, because I got up to 914. So, let me just double check it. We're gonna have to just go. Ready? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Alright, and let's go open it in Novia. Open. Okay. So, here's Canovia. Again, we're going to do the same thing as before. We're waiting for when I see the animation. For like the shields kind of coming together. That's me hitting the accelerator. There it is. We can kind of see it on my controller right there. So here. Okay. Let's do some data. So now we have Cohen 10 thrust. Base top speed. Okay. And we're gonna go. So we're starting at 5. Is that 55.333? Okay. So we're gonna need to go into minutes marks. Okay. So here we go. So 123, and this is 86.3. And then 297.207. Whoa, that's a spike. You see that? Look at that spike. So I went from 297 to 518. Oh, buddy. Yeah. I feel like thrust's effect on the early stages cannot be understated. That word. Okay. 751. 9.39. Now we bled over. 803, and this is so this would be 60.505. 46. 61.333. $73. Oh, I didn't take the 873 down. Oops. Get that back. I didn't take down the seconds. I'm just gonna here. Let's do this one. So this is 872 at. Wait, what? Oh, I went down to 722. $870. Right there. Yeah. 74. 62. And then 909 at 65.239. We're almost done. 913 at 66.276. I should hit the 914 soon. There's 914. 914, 7 points, 561. Okay. So let's get all this time set up. So here is our data. So we're going to do that. We're going to do minus 55.3 as our baseline. Who likes Spreadsheet Simulator? Woo! Unironically, I'm enjoying myself. We're doing science! Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, just a comparison. I did achieve that speed faster. Huh. This looks interesting. So acceleration here is 0. This is going to be this minus this divided by this minus this. Oop. Oh, is it a range? Oops. What? Ah, this is a range also. There you go. That is a spike. That is a spike. Look at that. So, shirt. Yeah. Yeah. Look how much higher that spike is. Ah! I had a thing. Okay. Like, okay, let me see if I can line this up a little bit better so we can see. So this is, you know, it looks the same, but look at the max here, it's 250. So if I stretch this out, look at that. Look at that. That is the science, right? Look at that maximum. Right? Look at this maximum up here. 221 acceleration. That is fascinating. Oh. So, okay. Guys, I think I have an inkling of what the equation might be. I feel there's an underlying equation here. Like, I recognize this shape. I do. Like, let's see if I can find it. Because this shape's going to look something familiar. Or at least for me, it is 4x, 4x, 4x. Where is this equation? Gosh, I know this equation, guys. Like, hold on. I just did something like this and at work. Hold on. Where is it? This one? This looks very familiar. It's not X squared. This. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Aha. Okay. Okay, it's looking something like this. And I just saw. Oh! Ooh. I know. Okay. Okay. I gotta find this equation now. I know what it is. Time. And this is rational function. Because I know this. I know this so much, guys. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta find it. Here it is. Yes. Is it? It's so similar. It's close. Oh my gosh, it's so close. It's a rational function. It's this. Hold on. Like, look at this function. Look at this graph here. But look at this graph here. It looks kind of like this, doesn't it? Except for we're gonna have like an asymptote down here. Like it's gonna go even off. No, this is right. This is up here. Like, look. You see how there's this like spike and then it comes down. It's an equation like this. That's acceleration. Oh my gosh, if I can... I might need to do a bit more with it, but I think we possibly could find out what the exact... There's like a function here to figure out this acceleration, and we just need to figure out how we can put it in terms of like the stat value. Right? Like, look. Because top speed had an effect. And then thrust had an effect. Right? Both of these had an effect. I really feel like there's a way to figure out what this equation is. Like, I really do. And it is a function of both of them. So now let's do... Hold on, let me see something. So here's the interesting thing. Okay. Look at the raw data. Look at the raw data here. So to get to 914, if we're just doing that, to get to 914, it took approximately, for the base Cohen, 12.7 or 12.8 seconds, somewhere in there. And then for the increased top speed, here, this is the line where we're at 215, we're at 8.5. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. We get to that hard line speed faster with more top speed. But thrust does have a clear effect. It's much more powerful in initial acceleration. Like, look, at about here, right? We get 518 at about 2.8 seconds when we increase our thrust. At zero thrust, it took us 3.6 to get to about 600. And by the time we hit that 3.6 seconds, we're at 646. with the increased thrust. Go to around the same time, so about 3.5 seconds. Look there. It actually took us longer. This curve is so weird. Now, I think it may have to do with how some of these went. And like if I went and got more data values from these, probably we can get a lot more done. You know what I'm saying? So, I think what I would like to do, because I think we can agree at this point, the curve is the same, right? Let's do another test. Let's go very severe on my thrust. And let's do a massive increase in thrust. And see what the effect is. Let's do a massive increase in thrust and see what the effect is, because the base idea is like, okay, is the curve always the same? That is the question. Is the curve always the same? Guys, I'm so fascinated. I'm just lost in this. Alright, so restart from garage. Okay, we're going to increase thrust a lot. I'm going to try not to increase top speed at all. So that's just 28. Is there any other ways I can increase my top speed without changing anything else? Okay. Yes. So these will increase thrust. So let's just do this. So this is another 10% thrust on top of the 10 we already had. Oh, these give me a ton, right? Again, we're going, so 10, another 27? Let me mark down how much we're getting here. So from the base, what is the increase here? So from base, we had 10, then we had another 10, now we're having 27. Right, is there any other? Nope, this will give me those. These will give me top speed. Okay. So this is a pretty severe increase, right? I just want to go easier. So this is we're at now 47% thrust, or like a 47% increase, right? So we got a number of points. So we got much higher thrust. And we have not changed top speed. I can't tell you this, it just feels so much faster, but not surprising. However, as we well know, the heat generation is pretty extreme. Pretty extreme. Okay. You know, this is something I'm just thinking about right now. This is probably why Sulha does interestingly well, right? Like, because Sulha has a combo of thrust and top speed. Okay. Alright. Alright, we ready? Let's get ourselves set up. Here we go. I'm just going until I get to like 9:14, right? Gosh, I hit it already. Oh, I'm going faster. Look at that. Jesus. All right, that's pretty extreme. All right, that was so quick. Okay. Let me make sure the video is good. Hello! Hello, we're doing science today. Let me see how this goes. Make sure this is good. And here we go. Oh boy, yeah, that is blazing fast. By comparison. Right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Canovia. Alright, let's come back over to Canovia, team. Hello. Canovia. Yeah, this science is going, man. Your science, yeah, I know it has. I'm hoping it has. And there's so much more, though. Like, we're getting some interesting, very interesting stuff with acceleration. So we just did a huge spike increase on our acceleration. Where did my data go? Here you are. Let me just recap for people who, if you just joined. We did 3 tests. So far, this is the 4th test. And we did Cohen with like, we minimized our thrust and took its base top speed. And then we did Cohen, we added 10% top speed, 0 thrust. And then we went back to the base top speed and added 10 thrust. And what we found was, for one, top speed affects thrust. Because, again, my theory is that acceleration is a percentage of top speed. So there's that. And especially, like, if you look at these two on the left side, the thing you see is we get to our maximum-ish speed at around the same time. Right? 12.8, 12.9 seconds. And then if you look at base top, then you go look at here, though, we achieve our max speed at about 12.2, and there's like a severe spike right in the middle. And it's interesting because with just the slight increase in thrust, we hit some of these middle values even faster than the top speed build. They're like the increase in top speed. But now we just increased our top speed. So this is now Cohen with 47 thrust and base top speed. So that is what we're going to look at here, and we're going to collect some data. So let me find where I hit the accelerator. Okay, there it is. So I want to frame by frame for when it's kind of fully lit like this. Okay. So here's where we're starting. So this is going to be my 0 time. And now we go. Science! Oh, I'm a dummy! I want to actually put the seconds. Let me go back. I got a little too excited. Okay. Okay, right here. So this is 23.614. Okay, and now we go. So first data point, 173, and this is 24.482. Okay, that is way faster already. Oh my gosh. It's no one's surprise, right? Oh my gosh. 419. The main thing I'm wanting to see on this test is the curve the same? Which my suspicion is it will be, but we gotta see. trying to go at approximately 1 second intervals now. I think that seems like a good way to do this. So 847, 28.181. 80, 29.019. $898. So 29.73. Oops. 907. 30.779. $911. 1.417. And here's the 914. So we hit 914 at 32.217. I just want to see, because we actually kept going, right? We kept going faster. Up to 916 even. At 33.252. So we still increased. Okay, let's take that. Alright, data. So what we're going to do is we're going to say equals, and we're going to do minus 23.614. What's that? That's. So if you're wondering, hey, why are you getting so nerdy about all this math? I'm a math teacher. So this is like my wheelhouse. A little bit. And I like statistics. I kind of prefer statistics. But, you know, this is acceleration. My God. Okay. And then this is 0. This is then speed minus speed divided by time minus time. Oh, don't do that. Oops. I said enter. Go down. Boom. Okay. And then we'll do another graph. Chart. The curve's the same. It's just happening faster now, right? I need to get all these data points on the same chart. I really do. Could this be track dependent too? Yes, I assume so. That's why I'm trying to do the same track every time. So I'm just doing Blue Laguna, and I'm just using it super long straightaway. So look at this. Look at this. Similar shape. Similar shape. Look how much faster we finish, right? We hit 9:14 at 8 seconds. I think this kind of convinces me. We can do one more test. We can do no thrust, massive top speed. But look at this again, right? The huge amount of thrust given by comparison, and we get to our get to 9:14 at about 8 seconds. And if you remember, like, when I did the initial test, we were struggling to continue past 914. It took a while to get 915. Within a second, we've gone 2 more kilometers faster. This is good stuff. Very good stuff. Let me store this. That's 4th. And we're going to do... I want to do one more test. One more kind of extreme. And this will set our baseline for the future. So... Uh-oh. I did a thing. Hold on. So, as far as I'm thinking, just so I can while we're doing this, so I can address the track dependence. I had sorry, I didn't do that. Just so we can address track dependence. I think it's track dependent only so much as, like, this is pretty good, right? 30? Is there any other ways to get top speed? Hold on. Yes, this, right? Alright, so this is a similar increase, right? This is 45% top speed. So 45% top speed increase from base Cohen. So that's a similar increase in thrust than we did with thrust, right? But, like... track dependence on the acceleration, I think a few factors, like gravity, for example, is going to affect it. My gosh, I'm so unwieldy. So, like, and then water, I think, will probably affect it because of, like, water resistance. Because the game definitely flags if you're underwater. Like, for certain. But... okay. So, I need to remember first what the max top speed of this build is. So, let's find out. So we're going to just, what's our top speed? Looks like 1145, 1146. Okay, so we have massively increased our top speed, right? So I need to go, honestly, pretty far back here, because we're going to take a long time to accelerate. Okay. The other problem is I don't know if we're going to be able to get everything, so I'm going to have to probably take multiple videos on this one, because I think we're going to accelerate so slowly. Okay. About 1140 is what we had. Okay. Let me see if I got the whole thing. I don't even think I did. In the first one. So I'm going to have to probably take multiple videos on the... I think we're going to accelerate so slowly. No, we got most of it. Okay. So the second one will work great. Okay. One more time, team. So, open. Yeah. Okay. So So, same as before. Let's find where we hit the accelerator. There it is. And I'm going when it's fully lit. So that. Okay. So, the final test. For it, right now, at least. So this is Cohen 0 thrust. Oh, crap, actually. I kind of just realized what I did. I need to go back. I don't think this is 0 thrust. Nope, this is not 0 thrust. Whoops! Yep, that was a mistake. Alright, I gotta redo that. Gotta redo this. Back again. Alright, try again. My bad. Oh god, that's slow. Okay. Let's get in position. Let's try this one more time, team. One more time. And pretty good. Let's check this again. And alright, that's perfect. Alright. Try this again. Okay. We'll open. That. Okay. Let's try this again. Without illegal science. Alright. So this is... I said this was 45 top speed? Okay. So... Oop. Okay. Let's find a 0. There we go. 9. This is 16.670. Okay. Can you guys give me a second? I desperately need to go to the bathroom. I can't focus. I'll be right back. Enjoy some tubes. Okay, tubes are done. Back to this. Back to science. Okay. So we were doing 45 top speed here. And we're going to do similar kind of 1 second-ish intervals. So here we go. $570. $282. And 460. 626. $672. 20.691. $818. 21.9. $945. 22.832. 1007. 23.734. $1053. 671. $1080. 25.492. 11,000 exactly. 6.330. Keep going. Gotta get until we get to our maximum. 1117. 27.398. 28. 28.538. 4, 5. Still not to maximum. And we don't even hit it. Okay. So we'll just use this as the last data point here. 1139 at 31.167. Okay. Okay. Data. Science. Okay. Let's set this up. Do we want to do some comparisons again? Uh, well, looks like it's going to be about the same. Yeah. Okay. And then this, and this is 0. And then this is going to be that minus that divided by that minus that. Boom. Autofill. And then chart. Interesting. Okay. So the guy we really want to compare this to is our, like, the base and the, like, top speed one. So, alright, let's first look at the graph comparison here. So we need to put this way up. Okay. So first, like, compare. This needs to go right here. No, it goes stretch more. Okay, here we go. Okay, so top speed. The increase in top speed did not have a big effect. I mean, it did have an effect, right? But not a big effect on your maximum acceleration. But like afterwards, it does, right? Because we keep accelerating at a higher rate for longer. There is still this, like, initial spike, and around 3 seconds we hit the maximum acceleration. Right, that continues to happen. Then we compare it to this guy here. Yeah, look at this. After you hit your maximum acceleration, you maintain a higher acceleration for longer, which makes sense. Because again, I think there's a essence of this that is like a percentage of your top speed. So that's pretty fascinating. And then, so okay, so we hit 914 on the Cohen over here, the base Cohen that we're using, at around 12.7. We eclipsed that so fast. 6 seconds. We're past it already. And you can kind of look at the just, like, raw acceleration numbers between the two. At about 3 seconds, 190, but this is 207. And then at about 3, we're still accelerating faster. Yeah, we're just purely accelerating faster now, right? Around 6 seconds, our acceleration's fallen off. But this guy is, like, maintaining pretty hard. So it seems like the initial bit of thrust is pretty similar. Right? Like, look at this. It's kind of similar. There's a slight increase, but then the higher top speed, like, elongates the other section. That's really interesting. So, basic plane acceleration is a function of both top speed and thrust. Thrust obviously has the highest effect on it, but you need some level of top speed, and you'll hit some of those things faster, right? Like, look at the comparison between this guy and this guy. Right, look at this. right? This is the acceleration curve. Thrust makes you hit that top speed faster. Easy, right? But the fact of the matter is, it's related to your top speed. So, like, if we look at the raw numbers, though, in the high thrust case, like, look, we go over 900 at 7 seconds. Probably about 5.5 seconds, we're past 900 already, and we keep going very quickly. But the difference here is the early part. Like, look at this. We hit the early parts of your acceleration with high thrust at, like, we're over 600. We're at 658 at 2.7 seconds. 672 at about 4 seconds. Almost a full second faster, we get up to that speed. Which makes sense, right? Thrust makes you get up to your top speed faster. So it's that, like, combination of the both that's really working together. But is once you kind of hit a certain threshold, right? Look at how fast this falls off, though, right? Look how, again, like, look back at this curve. Look how steep this decline in acceleration is, because we're getting so close to our top speed. Whereas this one is kind of more gradually going down over a longer period, right? And that kind of shows back in the raw data. We're at about, you know, look at my acceleration at 5 seconds. Or, like, in between 5 seconds, between 72 and 39. And over here at 5 seconds, I'm at 100. I'm still gaining 154 kilometers per hour every second. This is some good initial science. Some very good science. And I think that maybe this is a good foundation. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I want to keep going right now. I think this is enough for now, because I kind of need to plot out how to, like, do this, and I want to kind of go back and like, accumulate this a bit more, and I want to work with it more. Like, I need to also remember how to get all these graphs on the same one, so I might need to format this data a bit, but I don't want to do that now. So, cool, fantastic. Don't forget to give me a like on this, because I did a lot of science. Neat. I think now I might do a little bit of vibe. Do some, like, track work. But, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Let me know. Like, hit me up. And we'll hopefully, like, manifest some more stuff later. But this is a good foundation. And I think we can agree there is definitely... I think I possibly, if I do a bit more work, can devise this equation and figure out, like... Because I need to also get the, like, actual, like, raw numbers. Because what, like, we know, like, everything's not going on a 70-point scale. I might need to go with Dandy. But... yeah, I think we'll do some we'll do some, like, track work for a bit, and then I'll stop there. Just for now. So, cool. Might do that off stream, actually. I think I've done enough streaming work for now. We have done science. We've done the science, team. And I'm pretty happy with it. I hope we've learned something about Redout. And I'm hoping to present more of my findings later. I definitely got some work to do. But yeah. I think that'll do it for us now. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming and doing the science with me. We're calling it a day here. And we're going to do some more. But again, I want to, if you're just like tuning in just at the last second, the initial findings are you hit your maximum acceleration right around 3 seconds. Higher thrust does make you hit your top speed faster, but having a higher top speed will make your like acceleration linger because you have to hit the higher, like you have to hit a higher top speed eventually. I think my initial theory is that thrust is a percentage of top speed. Like as you get more thrust, your acceleration is just a percentage of your top speed. And yeah, there's some data to be done still. But hey, thanks for joining me. Thanks for doing science with me. Again, if you have any other kind of thoughts about this, definitely message me. Let me know on Discord. Do it. Hit me up there. Or, you know, I guess here, if you don't know me on Discord. But that's fine. Probably in the future, you can be looking out on the Redout Discord. I'm imagining I'm going to want to do all this data collecting myself. So I'm going to probably see if I can recruit some people. But I'll be presenting findings eventually. So hey, thanks for joining. Peace out. See you around.